Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is a simple short tutorial on how to use the Qur'an app. The main focus of this tutorial is to show you how to effectively listen to the reciter and benefit from his recitation. So in front of me we have the home page with all the surahs here. So you can navigate through the home page to find the surah you want to do. Alternatively, you can click on the Al-Quran and then surahs will display here too. You can even search the surah from here. Okay, so as an example, we'll use Surah Al-Fatiha. So first thing you want to do is click on play audio, and then you have these options here in front of you. Firstly, you have to set the verses. As you can see already, we have the full 7 verses of Surah Fatiha. Next thing you do is you choose the reciter. Now I recommend that you listen to only 2 reciters. So amongst them are Sheikh Qari Husari and Sheikh Ayman Suwaid. So you can see here it says Muallim, which means teacher. So these 2 reciters in particular are reading for the purpose of teaching. So this is why I recommend that you listen to these 2 reciters. So just for the sake of this video, we'll use Sheikh Ayman Suwaid. Okay, and now next you have a few options here. You got repeat selection, which means one selection is basically the verses that you chose. So verse 1 to 7 is a selection. So if you want the reciter to repeat the whole entire selection, then you can just adjust this. The next part is repeat verse. This is the most important part. So this is when the reciter will repeat the verse every time he finishes. So recommended, I would say 5 times. Let's just set it at 5. Now we're not finished here yet. The next thing we need to do is go to advanced settings. Now this is a very useful feature. So what it basically is delay between verse. So every time the reciter reads, there will be a delay. And this is where you can set it up to ayah length 30 seconds, 0.5 seconds. So this basically means how long the reciter will pause for after reciting. Now the reason they've added this is so that after the reciter reads, that pause allows for the student to repeat after the Qari. So this will be very beneficial. It will be more like a guided reading session, or you call it talqeen in Arabic. So you can also adjust the speed. So you can put it to slower speed. So for the sake of this video, we'll keep it at normal pace, and the delay will be ayah length. So the Qari will recite and pause for the time it took him to recite the whole verse. We save the settings. We just check it again. Everything seems alright. Now we press play.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
As you can see, he's paused now.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
So now he's paused. Say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So the student will repeat.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So
as you can see, after he recites, he pauses. So in that pause, the student should should repeat after him. So and because we set it at 5 times, you'll see that he'll read it 5 times and pause every time he reads it. So we'll just skip the first verse, so then we can go into the next one just to show you.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.
Then he pauses. The student reads Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.
الحمد لله رب العالمين.
الحمد لله رب العالمين.
So basically he will go on till the end of the verse by repeating it 5 times and pausing in between two. So that's the main purpose, that you benefit from listening to the Qari as well as trying to read like him too. So this should be one note or disclaimer I would say, is that this should not be used um, as a main source of learning. Yeah, the students should be trying their best to learn it independently on their own. This should be used as a supplement, and it should be used as a revision tool and for refining previously learnt surahs and for going over previously learnt surahs. New surahs I would not recommend, because that would make the students reliant only on the reciter. So we want to find a good balance between the two, by using it as an assistance and for refinement purposes, and also trying ourselves to learn and to read the Quran. May Allah Ta'ala give us tawfiq to benefit from these resources for the purpose of bettering our recitation and becoming closer to Allah Ta'ala.